Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 2, season 2 of Zawa Survival. In this episode we've got lots and lots of things to get on with, including some of this armour and our tools, and making some farms that will supply us with resources and items for the rest of the season. Okay, let's go! First things first is to probably upgrade our armour, since we've still got a mismatch of diamond armour, some netherite, though there is better armour. We do have some reasonably good enchantments on these, but I'm not particularly happy with them and I kind of want to get a bit of an upgrade. So that's what we're going to do. Also, our sword is looking a bit shabby compared to these penderite tools, so we're going to upgrade that as well. And that's what we got in this chest. If we open it up, we have some ametrine armour, a penderite sword, and a ton of enchantment books which we can upgrade all this with. However, you may notice that we do have some diamond leggings and not ametrine ones, as we still don't have any ametrine leggings, which could be a problem. In this server, there is like 3 ways to get ametrine. You can either go out and mine it from the end islands yourself, which is kind of tricky and takes a bit of time, but you can also buy some ametrine from shops, though it's actually really expensive, or you can get it from vote crates, which is what I'm hoping we can get in this episode. And I have been saving up my vote crate keys just for this time. So we have 12 here. So let's hop over to the vote crates and see if we can test our luck and maybe get a pair of ametrine leggings. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. And we got it! We got the ametrine leggings. I was really worried since we were on the last one that we were going to have to buy netherite and ametrine blocks just to upgrade the diamond leggings, but we got it! So, now, I guess we'd probably head back and see if we can start putting enchantments on. So, let's just head back. Oh, and we also got a lot of kibble with that and some emeralds, which was pretty good. Actually, why do I have all these crate keys? That's very interesting. Let me just see if I can use these now. Ah, I remember why I got those keys. Basically, on the server, there was a big glitch and it had to be rolled back by 4 days. So the staff gave each and every player a one-time kit voucher, which basically just gave everyone 30,000 in money and also gave them 10 of each crate key. So that was the reason. But we got some good stuff from it. Got some plushies and some enrichment items. So I'll put all this stuff away and then we can work on the armour. Now, before we can even start thinking about enchanting all this, I really don't have enough levels. I've only got 11 at the moment and it's going to take a lot more than 11 levels to enchant all this stuff. So I think I'm just going to have an ask around and see if anyone's got a suitable XP farm that I could use. So this is the community XP farm, so I think I'm just going to sit here and grind for a bit, see how many levels I can get, and then we can maybe go back and upgrade everything. So I'm going to be sitting here for a while, getting lots and lots of juicy levels, so I'll see you back when I've got a decent amount. 45 levels is a decent amount, so that'll get me somewhere, and I also got about 2 stacks of gunpowder for rockets. So, let's just see if we can upgrade all of this. That is the sword done, and I could have been way more efficient with the levels. So, let me go get some more levels with this new sword, and I'll be back to do more enchanting. And we are back in business, back to level 45, and this sword works so nicely, it just slices through those mobs like butter. But for now, I've got a lot more enchanting to do, so I won't bore you with it again. So, I think I'll just get to it, I'll do it a lot more efficiently this time, and I will be back, kitted out in a full suit of ametrine armour. So, I'll be back when I've got all that done. Let me just say that this took me a lot longer than I was expecting it would. I think I must have used at least like 100, maybe 150 levels just to upgrade all this stuff. And if you were wondering what enchantments I've got, I've basically just got the basic sort of enchantments that most people have on their maxed out armour. Unbreaking, Mending, Protection 4, and then some specialist stuffs like Aqua Affinity and Unbreaking. No, not unbreaking, feather falling. And I've also got my elytra. So, I think we're pretty well kitted out right now. So, I think it's time to get on to the next part of the episode. Into phase 2, I should say. And that's going to be working on some farms. So, I guess we should probably get out and get started on those. No time to waste. So, let's go! So, as I said, this part of the episode, this phase of the episode, is going to be all about building farms that will supply us with items and resources for the rest of the season. So, as you can see, I've already sort of started prepping the area, laying out some outlines and already putting some stuff in, such as these chests, and I have some shulker boxes full of items. So, let's just go down and check them out. So, the farms that we're going to be building are a variety of different ones. This area here is going to be a carrot and potato farm. Well, they're going to be stacked on top of each other, 2 separate farms. And the potato one is also going to function as a bit of a villager breeder as well, so we can get villagers that way. So that's going to be really good. Over here, we are going to have sugarcane farm, a kelp farm, and a bamboo farm, all of which are really useful materials. So we have some shulker boxes with all the different items we need to make the farm in. Over here, we've just got some automatic sorting systems which are going to make, and I've already just started putting all the chests in, which is going to be really useful. So, got all that. Then we've got the stairs going down, and this will lead to the second level where we're going to make even more farms, which will be absolutely great. So, I think the first farms that we're going to build are these sugarcane, bamboo, and kelp farms. Really nice and simple, just the regular design you see everywhere. So, I'm going to build up one, come back, explain it, though you probably already know how it works, and then build the other 2. So, I'm just going to get on and build it. So, let's go! So that basically went quite badly. I had all this cool montage going and everything like that. And then basically I realised that my sugarcane farm, which is the regular one, was extremely lossful, not lossless. So I decided to go back, follow a tutorial made by Tango Tech, and I've come up with this. I will put that sugarcane tutorial from Tango Tech in the description because it's a really, really good farm that which you can expand in any direction. It's really, really useful, lossless, and it works really nicely. So yeah, I'll put that video down in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. So as we can see by the pistons firing just there, we have been making some sugarcane already. 4 sugarcane so far, and it's only been working for a couple of minutes. So that's really, really good. Now, to be honest, I don't really want to do my own farms for the sugarcane and bamboo, considering how badly I failed my first attempt at a sugarcane farm. So I think I might just follow a couple of tutorials for these. So I will be back. So 3, 2, 1, and here it is. The kelp farm, the bamboo farm, and the sugarcane farm. You have to admit that that was a smooth transition. I'm actually really happy about that. But you're probably all wondering, do these farms actually work? And let's just go around and check in the hoppers. Well, the kelp farm definitely works. The bamboo farm isn't very productive, but I'll tell you why later. And the sugarcane farm I know is extremely productive. So we've got our sugarcane here. Now, the reason why the bamboo farm isn't particularly productive is because I couldn't really put it in the same layout as the bamboo farm and the kelp farm, just because there's a weird bug on the server where you've got to break it from 3 blocks above, or it destroys the block underneath, and then it messes up the whole entire farm. So this is sort of just a bit of a mess. It makes a bit of bamboo, and we can get by without it. If need be, we just make a smaller one that uses bone meal, just to get a decent amount of bamboo if we ever need it. But for now, this has taken me so much longer than I expected it to. I think I spent a couple of days trying to get this bamboo farm to work. However, the sugarcane farm and the kelp farm were both easy peasy. I will put the links down to them in the description. Like I said, the sugarcane farm is a Tango Tech design. The bamboo farm, I sort of came up with it on my own using some templates off this. And the kelp farm is just a regular kelp farm that I sort of figured out on my own as well. But for now, I think we're going to focus on this and try and get the carrot and potato farms in and the villager breeder at the bottom done. So I think that's what we're going to do next, and we're going to be using Logical Geek Boy carrot and potato farm design, but the villager breeder, just here, is actually going to be an Impulse SV villager breeder, just because I really like how it looks, though I will use the same design for the farm as the Logical Geek Boy one. Okay, so I think I'll build up the base layer, and then come back, and then we can do the second layer together. Sound good? I take that's a yes. Okay, let's go. And this is what it's looking like now. And I really like how it's turned out. And this area is actually already producing potatoes, which is really, really good. So now we have a solid potato source and hopefully a villager source, which is all good. Haven't got any villagers yet, but hopefully they'll come soon. I do want to start work on the second level and get that in so we can start farming carrots as well. So again, I will get straight into it and build this carrot farm, but I'll do it in stages so you can see the process as well. Again, this is going to be a Logic Geek Boy design, so all props to him, and I will put that video of him building this down in the description so you can watch it as well. So, I think the first part of it is to just put the dirt in to create that next level upwards. And I don't have any good amount of dirt. Actually, I do have some grass blocks, but I want to kind of save those. So I'll go get some dirt. And this is all the dirt in. However, while I was building this, Soul Squash dropped in and dropped off a gift. And here it is. So Soul Squash and Spyroplay are absolutely incredible and were the ones who made this gift. So let's just open it. And oh wow, this is incredible. This is actually incredible. We've got some armour blocks so we can upgrade some armour. So that's really cool. We've got some diamonds, got some ender pearls, and we have some polar bears now. Some female polar bears and a male polar bear, which is incredible for when we're going to do our polar bear exhibit. So I thank you so much, Soul Squash, for dropping it off, and for Spyroplay. So thank you, you two, for supporting the channel. It really, really helps out, and just thank you so much for doing it. But I'll put this all away, and we've got to get back to making that carrot farm. So I will start putting up the walls, and then we'll jump back in. So now that we've got all our walls in and all the dirt in, I guess you probably know what's next, and that's to turn it all into farmland. There is a water source under this composter, which will keep it all hydrated. So let's just get started doing this, and I already have some carrots which we can use to fill this area up. I might need to get more from the general resource world, but that won't be too hard. So I'll just get to farming and hoeing all this, and get it all looking nice and filled with carrots. So I had to go restock my rockets, but we are back and all the carrots are all filled in. So now I think we should probably start working on where all the carrots are going to go. This is just where the villagers are underneath, but we'll cover this up for now. And we want to put a fence just in here, a trapdoor just on top, and we want to put some hoppers underneath here. I will start putting some hoppers down, and that'll be pretty good. Hoppers are all in, and I need to get some more building blocks, because on this single block is where the villager's going to be, that is going to have the carrots thrown at them. But they're not going to make it here, they're going to go straight down into the hopper. So that's the plan. So I will go get some more building blocks, and then we can start putting villagers in, which is always a good thing. So we can now put our villager in, and that is the villager in. And we need to put another one in here, which will become the main farmer to farm all these carrots up. And here he is. Oh, this one's a cleric. Either this person's going to cooperate and become a farmer, or I'm going to have a very painful thing on trying to find the brewing stand which this guy is connected to. But for now, I think we're going to make a start on the last farm of the episode. And it's the last farm. It isn't the last farm here, it's the last farm of the episode, because this has taken way too long to come out. And this is actually quite an important farm which I want to get done, which will help us in the rest of building this zoo. So that farm is going to be built down here, and can anyone guess what it is? Anyone? Well, if you guessed or if you didn't guess, it's going to be an iron farm. which is extremely useful. The only problem is it's going to be underground, meaning I have to dig out quite a bit, and as you can see, there's nowhere to put an iron farm here. So, I guess that means I better make a start and just start mining into the walls here, just trying to widen the area out. So, I will get going with this, and I will be back when I have a decent sized hole. So, this is going to be quite painful, but hopefully it won't take too long. Okay, let's go. If I don't bash my head on the ceiling. Okay, let's go. The hole is all dug, but I'll show you some of the things that I've been doing in the meantime. So, one of the first things is that we have been producing quite a few materials so far, and food sources. So we've got some potatoes. I'll explain why we don't have as many there. We've got some carrots, a lot of kelp, a lot of bamboo. This farm is working, definitely. And a ton of sugarcane as well. All that is really, really nice to have. But one of the things that was happening was that the villager breeder wasn't working, so I just decided to make 2 full carrot and potato farms, so they will only be producing carrots and potatoes now. At some point, I may make a standalone villager breeder which I can use, but I won't do that just now, since I don't really have a big need for villagers, as I can just grab them from the village over there, and the other one over there. So, we don't really have an issue with villagers at the moment. So, you're probably all wondering what it's like down in the hole, and here it is. Got this nice area, all nicely cleaned out, got a nice smooth roof on, added a bit of a trim there because the level had to go down one. But this is the area where we're going to build the iron farm. And so the iron farm that we're going to be using is a NEM-bomb design, should produce us 600 iron an hour, and it fits within this small area. So, let me just grab the building materials, and we can get to placing some blocks down. So, the first things that we're going to do is start setting up the drop down area. And as you can probably guess, it's this 3x3 area. And so, we're just going to place some stairs just around the edge. Just like this. And then we're going to place some trapdoors. Now, we're going to fill in all these stairs with water. So this will be a couple of trips, and that's this water in, but then we need to get some more water to flow the iron golems in. So that'll be another trip back to the water source. And we've got to flow the water just like this so it flows into the middle. Now we need to place 3 beds. 1, 2, and 3. And we also have to place some glass at the back of the bed. Just like so. Now, we do need to get the column in the middle where the zombie's gonna go. So I need to go get some soul sand, and then we can start assembling that. So, for the zombie containment chamber, it needs to be in the centre here, and it needs to be up at the same level as these beds. So, we'll place the soul sand down, just like so. And then, we've got to put some trapdoors around the edge, just to contain the water and the zombie. Because the water's got to be in there, so the zombie bobs up and down and allows the villagers to break and hold eye contact. So that's how it works. So I will get to just placing these trapdoors down, and then we can put the water in, and then we can put the zombie in, which is very exciting because then we can start producing iron. So, all the buildings in place. However, we do need to create a drop chute for the iron golems to actually go. Everything else is finished. And I've even gone ahead and got a zombie and 3 villagers to put in here. But nothing's going to happen if we don't make a space to kill the iron golems. So, I guess it's back to digging. So I will see you at the bottom of this hole. Now that we've got this hole, we've got to add the deadly stuff. So this is what I will be adding, the lava. And when the items fall down, I don't really have a plan for it yet. But the items are going to go off in this direction and then go up. I haven't figured out how to get them up yet, but that's something I'll do off camera because that's going to take me a while to figure it out. Okay, let's add the deadly stuff. 3, 2, 1. I don't want to get it in my face. Now that this is in, we can now add the zombie. I really like how this glass and stone is looking. In the zombie goes. Is that the zombie? We don't have the zombie. Okay, I'll go get a zombie villager. We are back and we now have a zombie villager, so hopefully this will work. So let me just peel her up and then we can get this down. Zombie villager, in it goes, and we're going to name this Zombro. Just to keep it alive. And then let's get out of here and we can say hello to iron golems, I guess. That's in the wrong place. I guess we will need carpets. But we know that this is now working. Evidence of the iron golem. So I think I'm just going to carpet this area around it. So that means I need to get some carpets. Because you are a pain to deal with. That seems like the right place to shop at. Now to kill this iron golem and see if it actually spawns in there. Hopefully I don't die. Now let's see if it'll spawn an iron golem in here. You saw that, right? You saw that iron golem? It works! We now have an infinite supply of iron that we can get our hands on. The only problem is we can't get our hands on it. Because at the moment it's way down at the bottom of that hole and I don't want to go down there every time I want to grab my iron. So I am going to make a system to get that up here. But I think it's time to end the episode now, as this has taken way too long to come out. I've just had lots of things going on in real life and it's just taken up way too much time. So I'm going to get this episode out for you all to enjoy and watch. So I will see you in the next one. Remember to like and subscribe. And as I said, oh, there's an iron golem. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!